Today, I'm going to teach you how to fake your opponents out in 1vx situations so that you can manipulate the round and make it so that you win more games and become a better player inside of Counter-Strike 2. But before we get into that, let me tell you about one of the realest trading sites out there. SkinSwap is the sponsor of today's video. They are also kind enough to sponsor you with a free bonus by clicking on the link in the description. SkinSwap is the ultimate place for Counter-Strike 2 and Rust skins with a massive trading inventory in a top tier marketplace offering the most competitive rates out there. The best part is that you can earn an insane 40% deposit bonus when you use the link in the description. Combine that with the top of the line selling feature, including multiple different cash out methods, and their trading feature, which takes under a minute, and there is absolutely no reason to not sign up with the link in the description. All right, so now that we got the sponsor out of the way, let's talk about what we can do in 1v1 situations to really mess with our opponents and make them really uncertain and win more for ourselves, right? And that is going to be faking them out with information, right? So let's talk about T side first, right? And we're just going to go through some hypothetical situations so that you can kind of understand this concept. Say I'm in a 1v1 with somebody and I am on banana side here, right? And they are site side. We both know where each other are. And it's going to come down to an aim duel, right? If one person peeks the other, then that's going to decide who wins the 1v1. Now, if we have time on the clock, guys, what we can do is really start to mess with our opponent, right? So if we know he's on site, we can throw like a smoke like this that just bounces off the wall and maybe lets us lurk in here. And while we throw that, we throw a flash as well, right? And now while I do that, I'm walking back, making no noise until I'm out of the distance where he can hear me. And I'm going to run to A now, right? So what did I just do there? I threw fake utility that made it so that he is uncertain if he can rotate or not, right? He doesn't know if we're lurking through the smoke. The flash comes in, he's blind, he's flustered, and he doesn't know what's going on. Now, like I said, I'm just using this as an example, but what did we throw? We threw util that is faking one move that we could make, and we're going to make another one, right? And you can do this so easily, right? So in that same situation, say we want to catch this guy off guard. He's trying to chase us down. We hear him running after us. We can come like this and throw a smoke here and wait for him to run into us and kill him. What does that smoke do? It fakes the sound that we're smoking. And in his mind, we're throwing that smoke so that we can escape down here mid and go to A site, right? So just throw these util like this in order to outplay your opponent. Now there's going to be a time and place where you need to actually just throw the util and go with it. And you don't need to fake him out. You just need to make the simple play. But a lot of times you can seriously do so much psychological damage and win rounds so easily just by throwing these utilities that are going to fake them, right? And you can see this in so many different ways, right? So it doesn't just have to be utility. One of my favorite things to do when there is, multiple guns down on the ground, and I actually did this today in one of our scrimmages, is that I had a deagle in my hand that I picked up in a Mac 10, right? So what did I do? I was on one side of the map, say I was on banana here, and me and my teammate were in a 2v2 situation. My teammate was lurked all the way up through halls, and I was in banana, right? So me knowing this, we let the map go quiet, and then all of a sudden I threw a smoke CT and started spamming my Mac 10 through the smoke and my deagle, right? Now what does this do? It makes it seem like there's two different people there, right? Because man, there's a guy with a deagle and there's a guy with a Mac 10. This isn't normal, right? When someone's shooting two different guns, unless it's like their Glock, then you kind of know it's the same person. But you can really fake this out by one, shooting, an upgraded pistol like a deagle and a gun. Or, what I like to do is if there's an AK and an op down, say I'm opping, I just shoot and then I also shoot my AK, right? And it's just so easy to win because what's going to happen is that guy's going to be like, guys, there's two banana, last two here. And this A player is going to rotate, leaving the A site wide open. Now, I know that this, can be very obvious and you got to do it in a certain way that it makes sense. But another way to really fake your opponents out in like a 2v2 situation, etc., whatever, for your teammates is a lot of times when there's dead bodies on the ground, there's going to be smoke grenades and utility on the ground from the dead people in the round, right? So what you can do is you can actually pick these up and throw a full exec for yourself, right? So say you have two smokes on, juggle them to the spot you need to throw them, smoke CT, smoke backhaul. And I guarantee you, if you're in a 2v2 situation and they see all this utility coming in, flashes raining in, maybe you shoot your gun a bit and do this, you could even commit and die. Don't try to die, but commit, take some gunfights, see what's going on. they are never not going to rotate. They are always going to rotate because they want to help their teammate, especially in your matchmaking games, especially in your pugs. People don't trust their teammates, and when you throw that util, they are going to be running to the other site. And, you know, like I said, guys, you can use this on every single map. I love to just use Inferno as an example because it's a very lurk-heavy map. You can take a lot of these timings, a lot of this space, and it's very beneficial. And Banana's just the perfect situation for this because you have, you know, a lot of cover to do this little sneaky plays on. And it's, you know, the CTs don't always know what's going on, and it's hard for them to get a grasp on the picture of the round. So just manipulate the opponents and push and pull them around the map, and it's going to be very good. Now, this is a very special video, guys, because I actually just turned 21 years old today. So you guys are all part of my journey, and I'm glad to be posting videos like this and on my birthday. So we're going to be drinking up this wine, having a good time, and yeah, just enjoying life. So I'll be posting a video every single day for the rest of this year. As always, you guys know the drill. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for being loyal viewers, and I appreciate every single one of you. It means so much to me. You don't even know. So you all have a great rest of your day. Keep grinding, and I'll see you at the top. Peace out.